How do comps help an appraisal rebuttal? Have you ever wondered how comparable sales can turn the tide in an appraisal rebuttal? Let's break down the role of comps in this process. Comparable sales, often called comps, are essential for challenging a low appraisal value. They provide solid market evidence that can support your case. Comps are recent sales of properties that are similar in size, location, condition, and features to the property in question. They act as benchmarks to show what buyers are actually paying in the current market. In the context of real estate investing, comps can be a game changer during an appraisal rebuttal. First, they help identify errors or omissions in the original appraisal report. By comparing the comps used by the appraiser with other relevant sales, you can point out if the appraiser selected properties that were not truly comparable. For example, if the appraiser relied on a property that is much larger or located in a less desirable area, you can argue that this led to an undervaluation of your property. Next, presenting well-chosen comps that closely match your property's characteristics can strengthen your argument. These comps should be from the same neighborhood or a similar market area and should reflected sales from the last 3 to 6 months. This ensures that the data is relevant and supports your case effectively. Comps also help demonstrate market trends. If the original appraisal missed upward trends in property values, presenting comps can highlight these changes. This is especially important in fast-moving markets where property values can rise quickly. Showing that your property is worth more based on current market conditions can justify a higher valuation. Another way comps assist in an appraisal rebuttal is by supporting adjustments made in the original appraisal. If the appraiser made adjustments for differences between your property and the comps, you can use alternative comps to argue that those adjustments were incorrect or not enough. Lastly, well-documented comps add credibility to your rebuttal. When you present clear sales data and explain how the comps relate to your property, it can influence the lender or appraisal review panel to reconsider the initial valuation. When negotiating appraisal contingencies, it is vital to select comps that meet standard appraisal guidelines. Make sure they are similar in size, location, and condition. Avoid using comps that are too different, like properties on busy streets compared to those on quiet cul-de-sacs, as these may be dismissed. In essence, comps provide factual, market-based evidence that can effectively challenge the conclusions of the original appraisal. This is essential for real estate investors who are negotiating deals or financing terms. By using comps wisely, you can advocate for a more accurate property value that aligns with current market realities.